Good morning, everybody. So I've been thinking a little bit about mentality and mental toughness. As some of you may know, I'm kind of going through a few things. Physically, I've got a little bit of a health issue going on. It's going to require some surgery and some stuff coming up. Um, I went through some tough times with the loss of my dog, and just a few, let's say, rocks and rolls. And I've had friends ask me, hey, how are you? How's everything going? And I realized that there's a decision that each of us makes every single day. And that decision that we make is, how are we going to see the world? How are we going to confront the world and the circumstances around us in order to decide how to move forward or not move forward, right? But how are we going to move? How are we going to interact with the people around us? And how are we going to see the circumstances around us? So I've heard this story a few different times, a few different ways, but I'm going to combine two concepts that have been formative in my life in helping me build my my world and my worldview. So the first is a story from a guy named Cortez, who was a conqueror. I mean, his job title was conqueror. It's a pretty cool job title. I don't know if they had business cards or anything like that, but he was from Spain, and he was given the job to, head west to the New World from Spain. Took a couple of boats, wooden boats, and some guys that he created a mission description for these people that came with him. And he said, look, we're gonna get the Mayan treasure from from the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. Well, there wasn't Mexico then, of course, but we're gonna get the Yucatan Peninsula, we're gonna get the Mayan treasure, and this is gonna be your share of the booty, your share of the treasure is gonna change your family's lives forever. It's going to change the trajectory of your life, of your family forever. So not only did he give them the clear vision of what is it that we're doing, but he also then asked them, okay, Mr. Sanchez, what is it, if I select you to be in our group, what is it that you expect to do with your share of the treasure? What's your vision? How are you going to use this incredible wealth that you'll have? And so he had each person get clear about their goals, their vision of what they were going to do with their share of the treasure. And guys, I think that's so important, because then he was able to, throughout this arduous, hard, really difficult, dangerous journey across the ocean and into the teeth of this army that had never been defeated, he was able to continue literally one by one to each of his fighters to be able to re-inspire and re-energize and remind them why they're going. Not just, hey, there's money, you're going to get money, but the big why. What's their vision? What was their goal? What's their objective in getting this incredible wealth that they were going to get? So clarity of vision is so incredibly important. Now, when they arrived on the sunny shores of what's now the Riviera Maya, Cortez, they beached the boats, and they didn't have port services, so they beached the boat. They all got on shore, and they were assembling and preparing to march inland to find the Mayans and go to war and to fight and to attempt to take this this treasure. So as they were assembling the men and putting everybody together, Cortez gathered the men around him, and I'm sure the men were like, yeah, oh, good old Cortez going to give us another motivational pep talk, because he had a reputation of being an inspiring leader. Well, at that moment, then Cortez gave an order, and he had some men that were prepared to follow out those orders instantaneously. So the majority of the men are gathered around him, and he issues this order: burn the boats. And as he gives the order, the men are looking around him, and they say, burn what? Burn the boats? And men with torches and oil then proceed to light the wooden boats that are on the beaches on fire. And as their boats, their only source of transportation, their only way back to Spain, back home, back to their families, as their boats are going up in flames, Cortez simply says, men, he probably said it more eloquently than I'll say it, but men, we go home with their treasure in their boats, or we don't go home. So not only did he at the beginning first get a clear, simple, concise vision of what was our mission, it was to get the treasure, and then an intellectual and emotional connection with what's that treasure going to do for me, what's my why, my big capital W why. Subsequently then, he took away all the extra options. He burned the boats and took away all the other things. So if you're in a situation where you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and you're wondering why you're not successful, I'll tell you why. You got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. So in the words of Cortez, burn the freaking boats. And when you have no other option, you're going to be far more successful because you have no choice. You've left yourself no choice. So long story short, they won because he had the formula for success. Guys, that pertains to us today. We can simply choose to have a clear vision. What's my definition of success? What is it that I want to accomplish? What is my goal clearly? And I believe your goal should be a weekly goal, a monthly goal, a quarterly goal, an annual goal, a long-term goal, whether that's 5, 10, whatever. And then of course, you also need to have your why. Clearly, what's your why? So what am I looking for? What do I want to accomplish, and why do I want to accomplish it? And then last but not least, make yourself committed to your goal because you have no other choice. Because in our mind, when we have another choice, we're not as committed. We're not deeply committed to ensuring that that's what happens. So I would tell you, with love, burn your boats and ensure that you have no other choices. Once you've decided what it is that you're going to do to be successful, burn your boats. And I never recommend that in an irresponsible way. Obviously, particularly if you have a family, if you have children, you have to be financially responsible. You have to be intelligent about how you do this. But if something's holding you back, if there's a roadblock holding you back from being truly successful, the best way over and around that roadblock is to give yourself no other choice but to do it. If you're trying to climb a tree, maybe you're going to get up the tree, maybe you're not. If there's a bear chasing you, you're probably going to get up the tree faster than the bear. I guess bears can climb trees, so maybe that's not the best example, but you get my point. Now, guys, remember those 3 things: clear goals, clear vision as to why, and remove the other paths, the things that are excuses that are going to prevent us from seeing this as our only option. And sometimes those are just psychological. So I love you. I find each of you inspiring. Drop a comment, follow me, like the video, and please share this with your friends if you felt like there was any benefit to this. Okay, take care, peace, have a great day.